In other news, the video finally finished processing.
Yay!
After about 4 hours.
Goodness gracious.
Jen, at some point I just decided, you know, screw this, I'm gonna go to the video page and see if it's there. And lo and behold, it was there.
Oh. Magic.
Yeah, it still said processing, I guess, because it wasn't in, you know, optimal quality yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, there are actually 10 towers here. I have calibrated 9 of them. Now you have to figure out how to get to the last one. Stand somewhere around this cactuar stone. And yeah, at that location press X. Alright, this is a memory one, but with a twist, you put them in backwards.
Ew.
And as you will see, I am not so good at this one. For the forwards one, the normal memory ones, I find that it helps as the buttons are coming up, just sort of tapping them so that you have that muscle memory in there. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, but going backwards isn't as easy.
No, going backwards is not as easy. Of course, if they give you a sequence that's palindrome, then it doesn't really matter.
Yes, that's always helpful.
So I think this one is supposed to be the most difficult of them, because it uses the most buttons. It uses all of the shoulder buttons. Yeah, the only ones that it doesn't use are start and select. I'm not sure how long the sequences get. I know they get up to 5 and maybe 6. Alright, well I got pretty far. I know I don't get all the way, but I guess I didn't do too badly. Durr. Got the last one wrong. Yeah, and like I said, you don't have to do this for 100%. I also made a few lucky guesses.
That last one looked like a lucky guess.
Durr.
I know.
And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get this one. I didn't even see that. Oh, maybe I did.
Magic.
They do cut you a little slack if you notice that the speed is a lot lower on this one than on the others, even as you get to the later ones.
Yes.
Anyway, so I am only going to attempt each of those once. And once you've attempted them, you need to go back to the travel agency to tell the guy that you did. Whoopsie, I accidentally turned on my phone. Or turned on the screen. At least I did not accidentally my phone.
That would be bad.
Oh, I see your message now, Annie. I did not see it before.
That's okay. I won't get into it because she
gone into it.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright, the Samurai's Honor garment grid is not especially useful to me now, because it requires, for me to make full use of it, it requires a Dressphere I do not have.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, you don't have to have that Dressphere to use it, but the abilities that it lets you use are abilities from a Dressphere I don't have. It makes me wonder why this Dressphere is available to you why the garment grid is available to you so early.
Because the game likes to tease you.
Maybe.
Is it USB you can use on it? Quite an obvious one.
Yes, it's the obvious one.
What so?
As in the one that's part of the title of the garment grid.
Yes.
The honor one. No, not really. It's a samurai Dressphere.
But honor!
No dishonor. Dishonor you, dishonor your family, dishonor your cow.
How is a cow dishonorable?
I don't know. Did you not see the Disney Mulan?
I saw it a long time ago.
It's something Mushu says.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, when Mulan is feeling down or something, she does something stupid, and he starts yelling at her.
I'm just remembering the scene from Kingdom Hearts and laughing at Sora and Donald because Goofy was the only one of them who figured out that Mulan was a woman.
Yeah, Goofy's smart like that. He knows what's up.
Yes, he does.
It's not as stupid as people think it is.
He also knows that the way you work a computer is not by mashing the keyboard.
I don't know.
See, Donald does magic. Like, if you're magic, that excludes technology. So let's be real.
It also apparently excludes common sense.
It's also Donald.
Yes,
He
that
just gets
too.
angry at everything.
Well, Merlin was at least decent with technology. He wasn't great, but he didn't, completely ruin everything every time he attempted it.
It's because Merlin and, was it Yen Sid, I think his name is, are supposed to know what they're doing.
Yes. Then there's also the regular Sid without the yen.
Yeah. He knows his technology.
Hello, Goldwing.
Alright, so
Good to see
this
you.
Hypello you may not...
Oh,
Okay.
it's Tobli's assistant.
Yes, the player may not know it from looking at him, but Riku recognizes this Hypello as Tobli's
What kind of
assistant.
favor?
She's throwing a festival, singing and dancing in celebration. We're seeking
So-
musicians for
Right
a
now
troupe,
is
yes.
how much fun
Where
the voice
could
actors
they
have
be?
when they have to do stupid things, like
So,
stupid
you
accents
want
like
us to
that.
help you find them?
So my friend from college, Arthur Chu, who until recently was the Jeopardy champion,
Thank you.
is a voice
If you
actor.
find a musician, give them this letter,
and he did that on one of the shows. He did a couple of his voices. So Annie, this is the point I was going to bring up about Tobli's show. Why was he selling tickets before he even had anybody to perform?
Because that's how managers do.
Really? But
Sometimes.
I mean, but I'm just trying to imagine what the sales pitch would be high. Do you want to buy tickets to this mystery show?
You could be in the process of booking someone and be like, hey, yo, we're gonna have this person and a mystery opener.
Okay, but that's different. You still have some name to attract people. In this case, it's like Tobli. It seems like Tobli's thinking, we're going to sell these tickets and we'll worry about getting a band later.
Unless that band is you.
course, that's also a possibility. But if that were a possibility, don't you think he'd want to tell us that?
After the tickets are sold. Of course. You gotta do things one step at a time. First tickets.
Tobli-ish, very hasty.
Sure you should.
There is one enemy here that has a blue bullet ability, but I can't get it yet because I need to be able to confuse it before he'll use it on me. It's either White Wind or Mighty Guard. I don't remember which. Those are the two blue bullet abilities that you can't get unless you can confuse the enemy.
Are those like Kisses' eye laser abilities from the previous game? No,
Yes.
From FF8? Yeah.
Yes. And many of them are in fact named the same and have similar effects. I mean, this carries over in many games. There was a enemy ability materia in FF7. There's Kisses in FF8. There's Kina in FF9 who can eat enemies and then use their abilities as blue magic.
Oh my.
There was Kimari in FF10, so yeah.
So blue mages appear to be a Final Fantasy staple.
Yes. So my point before is, I'm not saying that, you wouldn't start to sell tickets before you had all the details ironed out, or before you had an opener or someone. It seems like Tobli is selling tickets before he has any of this worked out.
RPG logic, who knows? There seems to be a lot of that in this game.
A lot of RPG logic, you mean?
Let's dance and rocks to calibrate them.
Well,
You spent a while dancing at rocks to calibrate them. I don't think that would work.
the person dancing was never actually the person doing the calibration. It was the person flailing at them or taking pot shots at them who was calibrating them.
What business
I
do you
don't
have
see
with
how
me?
that helps.
We have a letter from someone named Tobli.
Do you think you can help him out?
I must speak with my friends. It is not my right to decide.
Alright, so this is the same guy that we saw before
A
from
moment,
this place. And is not the same guy who just randomly hitched a ride from on the Celsius.
How strange. I cannot hear their voices.
So of course he
My
can't
minds must
communicate
be
that with
closed.
them. Guess what that means?
What do you mean?
We have to go kill something.
The
Well,
spirits
not
of my
necessarily.
friends often become
What did you do
butterflies
for it?
and drift through the woods.
Yes, we have to go find them.
If it is no trouble, why don't you seek them
Of
out
course,
and
it's
ask
an
them
RPG.
yourself?
I'm still getting used to this daylight savings time thing, like it's almost 5 and it is nowhere near dark.
Magic.
I've never really liked the idea of daylight savings time. I've always thought it's like, okay, if it's noon, then it should be approximately, solar noon, at least. Okay, this guy is not one of the ones you're looking for. I don't know what he's doing here. But
He's admiring the scenery.
He's a misplaced Koopa.
He does look kind of like a Koopa. You're right.